Hey guys, this is Tashala Josepha with GFM and we are at Reloaded Live and we have yet another guest with us today. Our first female interview. I think she's the only female on the lineup actually, which is very lit. So let's give it up for our special guest. Would you like to introduce yourselves to us?
Yes, the name is Rebecca Winter.
Yeah. So of course you are the only female artist that was on the lineup. So just give the audience a little insight into what it is that you do, kind of music you create.
So I'm a singer-songwriter from West London. The type of music I make is Afrofusion. So it's basically Afro everything. So Afro trap, Afro R&B, Afro pop. I do it all with a hint of Afro. So yeah, that's me.
So where's your background then, your originality?
So I'm originally from Nigeria.
Okay.
I'm Yoruba. And yeah, that's me, you know. You guys are mad. Is this all in my interview? Look at me. But yeah, so I'm a Nigerian girl, obviously green, white, green all the way. And yeah.
Cool. So how can you just take us through your musical journey? How long have you been doing it? What made you want to do music?
Yeah, so basically I've been doing music since I was probably about maybe like 13. Actually, I dropped my first song, and basically I was doing music on and off. So I was like, I want to do music. Then I focused on my education. Then I decided to go down the legal route. I studied law at university. I got my law degree. I worked in a law firm. But all the while I was doing my music, and then only about 2 years or a year and a half, I decided to completely focus on it. So yeah, it's going really well.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Good. So if you could work with anyone, dead or alive today, or dead and alive, because a lot of people saying they couldn't choose one, so just whatever, who would you decide to work with, and what is your reasons for those persons?
My number one person in the whole wide world, unfortunately, look at him, he's pointing at so I'm sorry, before I even knew who he was, Beyonce. Honestly,
Queen
let me
bee.
tell you something. She is, today, tomorrow, forever, my queen, okay? She's just a perfectionist. Like, let's be real, she's the type of person that shows you that you can learn anything. She wasn't born with half the talent she has, but she learnt it to perfection. And I feel like that's a trait that encourages me to show me that I can really be levels as long as I put in the work. So I'll say Beyonce. I just feel like she's beautifully talented. She dances, she sings with heels on, like, yeah. Queen, so Beyonce.
You're my baby, you're my baby. If you're ready, baby, come through. All I want for you. You're my baby. When I say oh so, you say Cheryl, oh so, oh so. When I say Rebecca, you say with Rebecca.
I definitely hear that. So there's a little bit of controversy going on social media. I don't know if you've been seeing over the weeks, you've been seeing a lot of people outing men that go to certain universities and obviously the behaviours that they've been getting involved in. How do you feel about the women that are involved in these situations taking action on social media?
Well, first of all, I feel like it's one of those things where unless you're in a situation, it's very difficult to actually gauge how the person feels. So therefore, if you never understand how a person feels, you can't understand their actions. So I feel like as much as I can be like, oh, these people are taking action on social media, I don't know what is pushed them to that point. I don't know if they've tried everything and that's their last resort, and I don't know if it's just a panic thing. So because I'm not in that situation, it's very difficult for me to judge them, but I can say it's positive. Like, you have to look at the positives and negatives. I feel like it's positive because it raises awareness. Like, regardless, if let's say if you really are staying in someone's image, I'd rather stay in someone's image than let someone that is guilty go free. Do you understand? So I feel like the truth always comes out anyway, but I feel like I'm really happy that they're able to speak about things because it's mad sensitive.
And then with that being said, with the social media stuff going around, Big Tobes has recently said that social media has made everybody very sensitive and whatnot. And I mean, I agree with that because a lot of people do get offended over the slightest, smallest thing. So what is your views on that with social media?
To some extent, it's very good because it's better to be corrected on social media than in real life. Like, let's say, for example, on social media, you make a crazy comment about the LGBT community. People only really know about that through social media. A lot of people, but again, it's better to be, bombarded on social media than to be in the street, make a comment, get arrested for it. So I feel like, to some extent, social media is teaching a lot of people, whether they be sensitive or not. It's social media. Do you know what I mean? It's opinions, but it's better. Because it is actually educating a lot of people at the same time.
Okay, cool. Obviously, we saw you not too long ago performing on stage. You was bringing that energy, dancing up and everything, winding up. So is that just the type of vibe that you give whatever show it is you're performing at?
The thing is, like, with me, yeah, I like to, like, even today I'm so, like, I've got a flu. You heard me sneeze like 6 times in a row. Like, I've got a really bad flu, but I feel like performing is what I love doing. Like, that's like my product at the end of recording a song, getting a song, pushing, promoting, and then I get to perform it. Like, I feel like that's where I am most happy. So I feel like I just want to give good vibes. I want to just celebrate. That's what I see a performance as, a celebration of the song. Like, we here now type of thing. This is my song and it's doing really well, so enjoy it. Like, that's the way I see it. So it has to be positive, and I feel like, people really take it in. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And is there anything that's coming up that we should be looking out for that's coming from you? Any music videos, concerts?
There's so much coming from me. I'm just gonna bring my road manager Daisy in right now. I know she's not supposed to be in the meeting, but she needs to come right now. She's not gonna air me on an interview.
You can't do that live, girl.
I know she's not supposed to be in here, but Daisy, this is Daisy May.
Hi guys, I'm Daisy May.
So I know she never comes into anything, but yeah, we have a lot of things planned coming up. We're just about to tell him, I'm about to take over.
Yeah.
We are about to take over.
It's lit, baby. You see the set.
You see the set, and if you know what she just said and understand what she just said and understand who says that, you understand.
Yeah,
you understand.
it's lit, guys.
That's all we can say. We're talking in code, but one day someone's gonna go on YouTube and be like, from this interview, I understand that she meant this and that, because I'm gonna be like that. You get me? Obviously, big up Cheryl Music as well. Obviously, my baby girl. But I'm talking in tongues because there's so much coming up. I can't even start. I can't say this is coming up, that's coming up. Just know you will be surprised and proud of me.
Different sounds.
Yeah.
Reloaded! Okay. Reloaded! Turn it up. Let's go.